So the big news. I'm so very happy. My child with Michaela made it. She was born April 29th, 2019. There were some comments made on Facebook that she had the abortion thing, which I didn't believe it, but I kept believing and, expecting that our baby was going to be born. And yeah, Michaela popped back up a week before her first birthday, which was, I think, the 22nd of May, 2020, and confirmed and sent me some pictures. What's interesting here, I mean, I kept hearing, oh, I was so excited, we're going to have our baby born at home. We're going to do prenatal care together, which, I was successful in four of my second wife's births. Stuff is easy, but I didn't think I'm not crying, but I'm really, yeah, I'm happy, but at the same time, it's like, I did go through quite a few tears. Like, I had been giving up on this whole thing. Like, okay, well, I've talked to many attorneys, counselors, obviously, everybody's telling me the same thing, psychologists. Attorneys all say hearing officers, family and children's services, actual agents. Dude, this is not a country for fatherhood. And these women are loving to be mothers, but they're not mothers. This country is an unmitigated disaster. I mean, yeah, we can do the whole like, okay, daddy gets full custody and mommy can kind of come around. So anyway, I did. Okay, so I mean, everybody knows what the agreement was. We're gonna raise our children together. I had my issues, all right, but I realize now this is everywhere. 100% of the situation in America. People are using children as little puppets, like little worse than. I mean, to see what I mean, I don't know. I wasn't there in the 1800s, and the way supremacy is being treated in America. The disrespect of black men and women, and then to see how children are being puppets. Like you'd think we, like hello. So okay, all these people, the attorneys and hearing officers, and even judges, magistrates, are all telling me. Psychologists are telling me it's not you. It's just the environment. These people are playing around with America. And I've seen it. Yes, I've been accepting it. I've been thinking about, yeah, I can go ahead and go it alone. I've heard from people, yeah, just go ahead and do it alone. So yeah, I did talk. I mean, okay, well, we talked and talked about meeting our daughter, Blessing. She's adorable. I love the name too. Kind of got specific a little bit, Birmingham, Alabama. Refused to say where she was, what state she was in. Yes, I hired a private detective immediately within less than 24 hours. Found she had been in Tennessee. Is this drugs behind these things? Yeah. You hear the women brag about, oh yeah, I'm gonna do my drugs at birth. Yeah, this is real good, y'all. But pretty much across the board, I mean, everybody's saying is this is these are some of the most despicable people on the planet. They're going begging our government for money. And ultimately, what we need, if we're going to go anywhere, we need a federal database. We need a national database for these. Anybody's going to go to government for assistance, yeah, you're going to be marked. Not even getting the assistance, just requesting it. You're going to be marked to find out, you know, all the names that you had, put it in a database and track these people, what children they've had, dates where they had these children, and let the mothers, what gets Amber Alert stuff. People don't realize how much of a joke this Amber Alert is. Guy that did the Amber Alert thing, by the way, he's in prison for fraud. Go look it up. But we need more than just Amber Alerts. We need to know where these people are taking children. We got more than 700 unaccounted for missing children in Ohio. Like, on your first day of office as governor, you should go through this stuff, right? But yeah, it's not just despicable, but people are referring to these women as terrorists. Just pawning and playing around with children. So I'm thinking, all right, yeah. And so, the mother of my child, we can call her that. Legally, some states call them, party A, party B. People have a fetish for this kind of stuff, just running around with a child. And people keep saying, Jason, you just got to get happy with the fact that, you're healthy. 100% of women who are playing this stuff, my own mom, that's what this comes down to. She was, I never really had a mom, or obviously no father. I met my dad when I was 17. I had nothing, no father. My mom wasn't really around. There's such drugs everywhere in my family. All my, I made the videos about how, ultimately, especially America, the societies are keeping fathers away from the children. And of course, you see the numbers. Yeah, okay, great. I'll go ahead and I've accepted that. I'll go ahead and meet my children. Maybe never. Yeah, I've seen a picture. I've seen my daughter. And my first child, Ava Grace, I guess she named her. I kind of saw some court records of it. I held her in my arms once. So maybe she'll look for me when she's in her 20s or 30s. I really just let it go. It popped back up again. I was in tears thinking about this back in May. We're not too much into June, but what are we fighting for? Be at peace. Be at peace. These women, I just desire to be at peace. I go to the parks. I've been in certain parks. Sunny Isles Beach, for example. I see a lot of European men and women with their children, and it's amazing how when you see these couples together, the children are so happy. And that's how my children were. My first 4 children with my second wife. They're just so, and they call them kids today. I wonder why children are so upset, disrespected. They were so happy. I never knew what it was like to have a mom or dad. My mom, of course, the main drugs she sold was cocaine, crack, and marijuana. I shouldn't say main. I guess the only ones that I know of. All right. And she got caught, so she did time in prison. My time knowing my mom she was in prison, and I've only recently this year I said, you know what? I can't keep beating myself up with her. She tried to frame me most recently, and I've allowed it all my life. I've allowed women to, and it's done. You know what? The victory is I'm in love with women now, in a caring way, comforting way, calm, really an honest way. My mom took a hit at my head. And see, the big thing here I want you to understand is that I've already had the damage to my head as it is with regard to multiple sclerosis, the diagnosis. I actually had the MRIs, and you can see that the head is very serious for anybody to potentially even experience damage there. And then I'd already cut my mom off at the end of the year. I made a big deal about it on Facebook, and it's been so hard to let go of it being so bad to your mom. Letting go of this, your mother. But at what point am I going to stop aiding and abetting her crimes against me? And every single person we've ever gone around, she started fights with. I'm rubbing this. It'd be strange situations. You just wanted money from me, my mom. And so many people would say, And that's what my first wife, my second wife, and of course, the most recent woman I was involved, whereby we have a child together, is money. They think the dollars is, they feel like that's fetish. It's like they feel like they're conquering you, which I wow, I love that you've got me conquered. You've got all men conquered here in this country. This country's worse than any other country in the world. That's why this country hates blacks so much, because the fathers are so respected in Africa. It's amazing. These African men are just revered. It's amazing. So yeah, I it's like it makes no sense, but like I laud and I appreciate being conquered and surrendered to peace. And that's my big thing here is peace. My mom, I mean, she just trampled on me. I had to, explain to prosecutor and a detective. I gave him evidence of how I was hit by my mother in the head. This is just April, I think, just the day before Easter. And then she tried to say that I was hitting her, which funny thing is, it's not funny. Somebody else she had gotten to it with. And apparently she got bruises on her arms, which the police, they know that, like, first of all, I'm too weak to be able to do that with the MS, and of course, it's a thing called blunt force trauma. I had actual bruises on my head from my mom. I'm 40 years old, y'all. So, Michaela and I got to a point whereby, okay, well, maybe we'll meet. Just, I think it was just something for her to play around. I did, okay, so I talked to an attorney, and she said to me, listen, the reason why she called you a weak hello, duh, in Tennessee, this woman really ripped into me as attorney. I talked about this attorney who ripped into me, right? Literally said me. She goes, these girls are terrorists. I've been there. You can go ahead and get full custody from this. The courts will find her. They'll pull her in. But guess what? You can fight this. And what these girls want to do is fight all the time. Right now, Jason, I'm telling you as an attorney. And by the way, we're not attorneys here anymore. There's no such thing as attorneys. We're general contractors and we're mediators. That's all we are anymore. So we'll be able to get some mediation for you. This girl just want to move in with you. That's all she wanted to do, and probably doing drugs. I didn't tell her anything about the situation. She goes, all these girls do this here in Tennessee and pretty much every other state in the country. Why did she contact me a week? I'm like, hello. Apparently, in Tennessee, you only get assistance for 1 year. And she said, unless you've got, she just threw it out there. Unless you're ever had a disability. Well, yeah, I was disabled back in 1997 until 2000, and I elected to turn it off. And she goes, well, there you go, right there. She's gonna go after that. But the only way she's gonna get it is if you're either dead or you're in prison or jail for the child, until the child's at least 18, sometimes up to 22. And I'm like, well, yeah, that would be me. I had to interrupt her because she didn't think that was, what would I have a disability with? I had the eyes, and then of course multiple sclerosis. So if you've ever had a disability as a father or mother, the child gets disability money and Medicaid and different things. But yeah, she goes, well, no, you got to watch yourself now because you have a record? And I'm like, no, I'm perfect. Well, she ain't gonna get you in prison. She wants you dead. But she contacted me. Yeah, she's doing all the other girls do. Gonna play around a little bit, probe a little bit, see what she can do, see where she can go with this. I've seen it time after time after time, Jason, Mr. Werner.